I walk into the MasterChef kitchen. I am thinking to myself, this is it.
The dishes are plated up as I imagined they would look when we talked.
Yep, I'm happy with them.
Talk me through the dish. What have you created?
So it's grilled vegetables and then a flatbread.
So what have we got for dessert, Bronwyn?
Deconstructed date ice cream cone. Got a salty caramel sauce.
I think I told you you could make bread.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Thank
It's
you.
the only good thing about it.
Oh, that's a bit sad.
It is. I think you could probably do that dish in about 4 minutes, couldn't you?
No.
Dessert. The actual texture of your ice cream is lovely. It's very creamy, it's a nice vanilla ice cream. The rest of it I don't really get.
Josh said that you could knock this up in a heartbeat, and I really think you could. I am worried for you today, and I'm annoyed because I think you're way better, both of you.
Good in parts. Could be, a bit of a dark hour for you two, I think.
We may have made a decision that may cost us the competition today.
I'm always quite nervous about just what they're going to say, their reactions.
We've got the prawn chowder with capsicum and crab ravioli.
And over here?
A Shrewsbury biscuit base with cheesecake and blueberries.
Yeah, that pasta is a bit tough. And I really do think that while you've made a nice job of the texture of your chowder, it's just a bit too sweet for me.
Okay, all right.
There are lots of people that can make a cheesecake with a recipe, but without a recipe and on the spot in an hour to come up with that's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Awesome.
I think that, one good dish sometimes cannot be enough.
What is it?
It's a pan-fried salmon with a fresh capsicum, bean slaw and a cured salmon and tomato salsa with sea grapes.
So the dessert is deep-fried bananas, caramel sauce and banana boysenberry ice cream with sour cream.
When you present salmon, when you're taking the skins, that's really not the presentation side. It should have been flipped up the other side.
Okay. He was like, where's the skin? Because he thought I'd served it the wrong way up. And I was like, oh, actually there is no skin because I left it off the plate.
Perfectly cooked salmon and looks great, lacks oomph. And I'm surprised from you, Karina, that your salmon dish is just a bit boring. It's a good dessert, but let down here. I don't think you guys had a great day in the kitchen for me, and I'm surprised because I really, I was pegging you guys up there and I need you to get back up there. So don't get down about this.
You're putting yourselves in the realms of being sent home.
In our previous challenges, we've had really good feedback, and so this is sort of our first negative feedback we've had, and I'm feeling disappointed.
I walk into the MasterChef kitchen. I am thinking to myself, this is it.
Yeah, someone's got to go, and it's going to be sad whether it's them or us.
It's going to get harder and harder. We're all getting closer and closer within the house, and no one wants to see anyone go home.
Well done, all of you. You've not only survived, but most of you conquered our Mystery Chili Box Challenge. This was probably one of the best days we have had in the MasterChef kitchen. The standard was extremely high, and the variety of dishes you presented, terrines, vol au vents, pies, cakes, chowders, Asian pasta, sorbets, tartare, licorice sauce, and let's not forget the broad bean guacamole. Amazing stuff, guys. Honestly, well done. I thought it was a sensational day.
Your challenge was to cook a main and a dessert using only the contents of the fridge you selected from the lucky draw. We were amazed at the amount of creativity you showed. I hope the people at home get as much out of this challenge as we all did.
But as usual, one team will be leaving today. It was difficult, but we have made our decision. But before we get to that, let's celebrate some great dishes. Catherine and Jack, Nikki and Jordan, please step forward.
You see Nikki and Jordan up in the talk and being called at the same time as your name's being called. Yep, you must have done something right.
You presented absolutely perfect dishes today. Catherine and Jack, your fridge was a tough one, but yet you utilised the ingredients and presented dishes that any one of us would be happy to eat. Meaty mushrooms, beautiful pasta, refined flavour, and a perfectly named summer strawberry tart. Well done. Nikki and Jordan, duck wicked, quackling wicked, dessert outstanding, hallelujah. The rest of you should watch out for these guys. They really were a total step ahead of everybody in thought, in flavour and balance. Technically brilliant. Give them a hand, guys. Take a seat. You're all safe.
To have 3 well-known chefs compliment your cooking ability, your flavours, your plates that you're putting out there is just, it's crazy. It's awesome.
Tanisha and Verena, Jamie and Beck, Melanie and Kerry, Bridget and Paul, Karina and Casey, John and Donna Marie, Trudy and Shelley, and Sam and Colette. Please step forward.
So I was like, this is either a good thing or a bad thing they called our name. Like, you don't even know what's happening, so you're still feeling really anxious.
Your dishes were good enough to get you through today. They all showed something special. But my advice to all of you is don't get lost in the crowd. Keep pushing those limits. Middle of the road, it's just not gonna cut it this year, okay? So step it up, keep pushing, and we'll see you back on top. Take a seat.
I'm just sick of standing in front of the judges, to be honest.
We were in the bottom 3, not the bottom 2. So we're working our way up.
Glenn and James, Fiona and Bronwyn, Jen and Elizabeth. This was a tough challenge, and we took into account the contents of the fridges in our judging. Fiona and Bronwyn, you showed some good techniques in your dishes, but you didn't get the best out of the ingredients you had to work with. We asked you to show us something different. It just wasn't. Jen and Elizabeth, there were some great concepts, but it needed more. Cheap ingredients shouldn't mean tasteless ones.
Glenn and James, you got the fridge from hell, but you gave us a substantial meal which had some great elements.
Jen and Elizabeth, you have featured in the eliminations quite heavily already. Today, I thought you came in and you looked like you had pulled it together. It was better, but it's still got a long way to go.
Fiona and Bronwyn, your dessert had redeeming features, but overall, your main was disappointing. We were hoping for something Middle Eastern from your fridge. Chickpeas, eggplant, courgette, dates. You had a bad day. Sadly, that's all it takes. I'm sorry, it wasn't good enough today. You're going home.
Okay.
No ifs, no buts, no second chances. Bang, just gone.
Fiona and Bronwyn, it is now time to leave the MasterChef kitchen.
It is really scary that cooks with so much experience like Fiona and Bronwyn can be sent home like that.
They were like kind of our surrogate mums in the house.
We'll also lose them kind of being a bit of a mentor to us as well. You know, we learnt so much from them. They just seem to know everything. Any question we had, we could always ask them.
I actually thought that our techniques and what we did was actually quite good. It's a competition and we have to accept what the judges say.